What's up guys, Updroid. This is just a look at the new ParaTek version 9. Let's just take a quick look at the device. So we have an SD card port here, we have a 30mm speaker, we have a camera, little rubber feet. Underneath there's the little screws if you need to take apart for some reason. And there's a power button here, and here's a charge port at the bottom. Here's the screen. It's a 3.5 inch IPS touchscreen. You see it's very bright, and it's currently in the web GUI mode. So all you have to do is, if you want to use this remotely, you can enter the web GUI mode. It's in the main menu, and log into the computer here. So all you have to do is connect your device to the Wi-Fi. It tells you here what the Wi-Fi, so the network name is ParaTek V9, and you just type in this IP address into your browser and it will pop up a screen like this, and then you can remote control it from here. You can also do a bunch of other things, so I'm basically going to explain what this does first. So I'm not going to go into depth about the word modes. The word modes, you guys know what these are already. We have another mode, it's called vibration, so we can launch it here. It's then going to launch on this one, and we see the alerts remotely, like so. So I'm going to exit that, so you can just go back to apps here. That then quits it here, and we have a file manager, so we can then go into the file manager and do stuff here. This is to save you having to eject the SD card. It's quite difficult to get that out, so I've designed this in so you don't have to do that. So what this does is, this is what's on the SD card already. You can play the files that are on here. This is a Ghostbox audio. You can change these to whatever you want. You can add your own files on here. Just make sure it's inside the Ghostbox folder. Any MP3 you want, and it'll basically randomize that in on the app. We have the boot sound. Sounds like that. Here is your history, so you have all your history logs. Everything's saved in here. You can then open it. It will then show you what the history logs are. You can go back. You can also export that, so you can save these to your PC basically. So I'm going to exit here just now. That's going to then put it back here. So here's your device logs here. So this is how you can upload this to your browser. All you have to do is go download text. So this is what is currently on the logs already. You can then download the text file, and then shows up here as a download. Super easy to get that back off there. You can also do this inside the device as well. You can store it to the SD card. So yeah, these are basically all the modes. It even has an EVP recorder, an EVP player, so we can play back some files. It does it remotely as well. So I'm going to quit that. There we go. And you can just quit the web GUI here. So when I click here, it's then got to back out into the main menu. So what's in the main menu? You have you have the up down buttons here. I'm going to try and zoom in here so we can see better. There we go. So we have up down. This is how you get about. So up down basically just scrolls the menu. You have your apps folder here, so inside here, it's a little bit hard to do this when you're not holding the device. So you have word mode, Oracle mode, Ouija mode, phony mode, yes no mode, 8-ball. You have your camera. The camera doesn't work in here. You have to be in the menu, so if you launch this, it'll say camera offline. You need to go to the web GUI to operate that. So if your vibration mode, EVP recorder, this is just a simple EVP recorder. You can then record, testing 1, 2. Stop it and you can play back instantly. Record, testing 1, 2. And that's saved to the SD card as well, so you can listen back to it later. You can even go to the EVP player here, and you can listen to all the files in here. So just scroll up, you've got volume, play, exit and stuff like that in here. And the Ghostbox mode. As I say, you can put your own files in here. It'll just randomize the files that are in. You can adjust the sweep and stuff. So just like a rudimental ghost box. You exit by clicking here, and then you go back. Okay, so you've got your history in here, so all your histories are in here. Select which one you want to go into, and you can also export all the logs to the SD card as well. You can clear them all, or you can go back. Here's the settings. So I have your generator. So what this does is allows you to put, so it has automatic generator or manual only. Now in the auto mode you can manually do it as well, so that's also handy. I'll just keep it on automatic. Sound, we can pick between the text to speech, the beep, or have no sound whatsoever. So I just keep on text to speech. The volume, now the volume only works for the beep or the files that you're playing back. If you adjust the volume anywhere in the other apps, it will adjust it here as well, so you don't have to worry too much about that. You have your color themes, so the default one is unicorn, which is this RGB style. You can have the cyan, green, yellow, orange, pink, red, violet, white, or the unicorn. You can adjust your brightness, so go inside the brightness here. You can make it as bright or as dim as you like. So 10% brightness should be well enough to use in the dark. This will actually save a little bit of battery power, so if you're using this in the dark, I would recommend just put the brightness down a little bit, but for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to leave it at 100%. You can also adjust the temperature. It's a little bit hard to focus. See here it's currently in Celsius. You can change it to Fahrenheit, for example. So if you're in America, wherever you use this Fahrenheit, you can change it like so. You can also update the firmware. But if you made any settings changes in here, you have to save and exit. So I'm going to save and exit first, and then I'm going to go back into the settings and show you the other thing, which is the firmware update. Now this is just a little file that you put on the SD card. It's just called firmware update, and that basically updates the firmware. It's super easy to do. You can do that either by putting the file on here, or do it through the WebGI. Just upload it, and all you have to do is flash the firmware. So if there's a new firmware update, it's super easy to do, and takes a few seconds. Just wait until it reboots, don't touch nothing. Once it's done, it'll reboot, and that's the firmware update. Now it doesn't matter how many times you update the firmware. If you do it accidentally after you've already done it, it won't break it or anything like that. So that's good to know as well. So you can then delete that file off here once you're done. But the file name has to be called firmware, firmware.bin, and that goes on the root of the SD card. I think I've already showed you the history, the settings, WebGI. This is how to get into the WebGI. So I'm going to show you that now. All you have to do is click on that. It's then going to tell you the Wi-Fi name. So you then look on your device, your phone, whatever you've got. Anything with Wi-Fi in a browser, you can connect to an iPhone, PC, whatever you got, iPad, whatever, doesn't matter. And then all you have to do is once it's connected, so we go down to the thing down the bottom here. I'm going to zoom in so it's easier to see. Click on the Wi-Fi. So if you're doing this on PC, it'll be like this, and then you find the ParaTek, connect to it. Now if you're doing this for the first time on a phone, it might say something about you want to connect anyway because it doesn't have a Wi-Fi like a internet connection. You just press yes, disconnect always, and that will save you having issues. Now once you've got it there, all you have to do is type in that IP address here, and I'm just going to refresh it just for the sake of it. I think it's still connecting. See if it's doing this, it might take a little while. It's connected. It should show that, but no Wi-Fi, and here we are back in the thing, so we can then remote control it. You can even generate from here as well. and then it shows you remotely here. So you could put this in another room and remote control it from another room. And that's basically it. I'm now going to show you the camera. I've still got a few little tweaks to do to the camera. Once you click camera, it's going to take a little minute to establish the connection. Just let it do its thing, don't touch it. And there we go, it's on the camera now. As you see, whatever you point at, it's going to show in there. Here. Now it's just a basic camera at the minute, so I'm going to turn around there just to kind of show you what it does. So you can like just leave it there. It's not the best quality, obviously. It's just a Wi-Fi camera. It's something like 1080p. It's not even running at 1080p. I think it's 720p or something like that. But yeah, it's just a little camera that you can basically put in a room and monitor it from somewhere else. Now, you guys are probably going to ask what the battery life on this is. It's probably about 2 to 3 hours. I've been using this a little while just to demonstrate and stuff like that. It's still got 90% power, and that's just doing this demonstration and stuff like that. When you've got the Wi-Fi on, obviously when you connect it to the WebGI, it's going to use a little bit more power. But typically if you're just using it normally, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to reboot it. Sometimes it sticks in the camera mode. You just need to hold the button and just let it reboot. And that's it. Just because the camera uses quite a lot of bandwidth on the Wi-Fi, it kind of blocks it a little bit, so that's got to be refined as well. Anyway, that's basically it, guys. It's what is a ParaTek. As you can see, this halo ring, this reactive ring, that's based on the ParaTek version 8, the V hub. It had that sort of NeoPixel ring on it. I want to kind of get that in as well. Now, with this being firmware updatable, it's easy to add more things, add more features. If there's any problems, stuff like that, it's easy to get that added on. There will be language packs coming as well, so there'll be different languages for the words and all that kind of stuff as well. The menu, everything will be translated, so there will be different firmwares for different languages, all that kind of fun stuff as well. All I have to do is basically test what the TTS sounds like with a different language. It might not even sound remotely like whatever it is it's trying to say, because it's like a phonetic speech generator. It doesn't really understand phonetics very well. Anyway, guys, that's 12 minutes long. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Oh, I also want to mention as well, this is now ready for pre-orders. If you want one, you need to go to my Facebook page and message me if you would like one. Okay, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye then now.